Hey guys and girls, this is Gordon Overkill with the second episode in the adventures of kOoNiE, the cat who walks the path of chaos in order to save the soul of her dearest friend. Well, here she is, kOoNiE, female, level 7, dark elven monk. And the first episode in kOoNiE's adventures was kind of tricky. Being a monk, she started with horrible starting equipment, not the best physical stats either, and it will take a couple of levels until she gets really strong. And therefore, in the later levels, the monk has some of the best class powers in the whole game, and I hope that we will reach that point so I can present them to you. Some people asked me in the comments if I wanted to play kOoNiE as a weapon-wielding character for the whole game, and the answer is no. Monks also get significant boni to their martial arts, hand-to-hand combat skills, but there is a restriction. These boni only apply if the monk is wearing a body armor of 60 stones or lighter and is not burned altogether and not wearing a shield or a weapon, of course. The point is, in the early game, we really need these couple points of protection value that we can get in order to stay alive, and it will take some time until we get a good enough body armor. Also, like I told you in the beginning of the first episode, I definitely want to get her strength skill as high as possible. She's only got a potential of 15 at the moment. I hope I can get that a bit higher and hopefully reach a strength skill of round about 18 once we enter the pyramid. In the pyramid, we want to get the ancient mummy wrapping, which is a pretty good artifact armor, which weighs only 60 stones. So this is the point at which I plan to change kOoNiE's tactics and make her a hand-to-hand combat specialist, a master of the martial arts. One more thing I didn't know, I was surprised in the beginning of the last episode that kOoNiE was not able to true berserk her enemies down. That's what brought her into this tricky situation fighting the bandit, where she had to use a prayer. The reason is also specific to monks. Due to their education and training, they are so calm that they can never true berserk. Well, good to know, I guess. One last mistake that I made, I was wondering what could be the name of this drunk dwarf, and if we talk to him, you see here is his name, he's called Ned. I'm not sure how I could not see that. Is the level called Ned? Ha 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 ha! Oh, we've got a... Oh, no. He just... laughing. One more time. Ned the drunken dwarf. Ned. Nah, close one, but wrong. So we need a name that is close to Ned, but not exactly Ned. I have no idea what that could be, but I'm sure we will find out later. Anyways, as you can see, we currently have got 6 points of protection value. We've got a pretty decent weapon. And I think that's enough to go into the puppy cave. There's a group of bandits. Let's fight them on the way. And I do not want to waste my arrows here, because I need them to kill the ants in the puppy cave. And we directly got hit heavily by this outlaw. Okay, maybe we have to use our arrows in the end. Yeah, I think so. To get rid of... Okay. This outlaw's the toughest of them, I think. Okay, are we bleeding? Or is he bleeding? He is bleeding. Good. Then we just walk one step back till he dies. Moderately wounded. Can we apply first aid? Yes, we can. And we're rid of the outlaws. That's good. Moderately wounded. First aid. We have to make a lot of use of first aid because we've already got it at a good skill. And it is very important, very effective also in the early game. These bandit corpses. I'm wondering... Oh, 21 arrows. Nice. That's a good finding. I'm wondering, should we commit an act of lawfulness and give them to the sheriff? I think we should. Here's the bounty, because I think the gold is more valuable than the alignment at the moment. Nice. And now let's go up to the puppy cave. I am positive that we're strong enough now. Have we got a key for this door? No. So go to the downstairs. Oh, we got hurt. First aid. Ah, damn. What you heard was a pop-up, and I think I once told you that I'm a bit of a technical noob, and I must have done something wrong in the internet, so I now get the Vatican News, a Catholic news magazine, as pop-ups on my desktop, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I never intentionally tried to get this magazine in the first place, and well, that's me and Technics, I think. Oh, we're bleeding. Apply first aid. We're still bleeding. We're really not very strong. But our Maces and Flay skill is just level 1. That's also a reason why we are doing rather little damage. Struggling a bit against these rats, which is not a good sign. But we already have treasure hunters, so I hope that that we might get some nice loot from these rats. What did they drop? Wooden a ruby amulet. Cannot cook, so we don't need the cooking set. But also a scroll, an iron ration, and some giant red corpses to eat. By the way, I was a bit surprised that we were so satiated all the time. One reason is that that monks need less food to nutrition themselves, which is pretty cool, I think. Couple of rocks. I think we might. Didn't we have a sling? No, we didn't. We might swap to thrown rocks for a while, so we can save some arrows and still apply missile damage. I just want to save the missiles for the tougher fights that will surely come. And I think they will come in this very location. Oh, we are at strength 15 now. That means from now on we must see if we can somehow get an increase to our potential. Against these ants. Let's see how we do against the worker ants. That looks okay. It's also a worker. Yeah. I want to save the arrows for the warriors and the queen. Meanwhile, I hope that we will also be able to get a corpse from one of them. So we can get acid resistance. Anyways, what do we want to improve? We've got so many skill improvers from level 1 onward that it's a bit hard to not let them go to waste. 1 concentration, 2 dodge. Literacy, you have to max that at 1 point, but maybe not yet. We can max healing, that's definitely good. And improve first aid a bit further. While shooting our arrows at these ants. Oh, that's very laggy at the moment. Ooh, that's a bit annoying. Dealing with the lag every other step. Oh. I also want to kill them quickly for this reason that you just saw. Oh, kill them, kill them. That was a lot of damage. First aid. And they do so many little hits that it's hard to regenerate against it with, even with first aid. Anyways, we're almost... Oh, another cat. How annoying. Have to take this cat with us downstairs. Oh, and it's a dark room. That's not good either. Huh. Let's check if this is maybe a wand of light. Oh, fuck. We have to go in here. But the dark room is at least a chance to outrun the cat and run straight into an ogre. And ogre corpse is good. That's a chance. Oh, we are overburdened. We have to eat the ogre corpse right now. Have to get rid of some weight soon. But we outran the cat in this dark room. That's something, I guess. We can get further down from here. Only after regenerating our HP. I wanna be careful here. Also, I think I'd like to drop some heavy stuff. Like the crossbow. Oh, we've got... Oh, it's almost all rations. The tome. Want to keep the rocks, though. But we could eat a large ration and drop the rest of the large rations. Strange. We don't need much food with us since we are a monk. We can also drop these rations and just take the spider bread, the hurtling bread, and the hurtling cakes for the moment. That leaves us just burned. That's pretty okay. Full HP. Let's go further down. Flint and steel. I want to completely scout this level. Oh, and it's a herb level. Oh, first herbs just disappeared though. I would not mind to stabilize some herbs here, but we've got a beehive. That's dangerous. Since we're not yet poison resistant. Eat the apple. No, we're bloated. We cannot. We cannot stabilize these herb patches, so let's just harvest them. This could become something. No, not sure. Let's just harvest them too. Oh, and they go away, of course. That's some very quick herb transitioning here. At least we get another ogre body. We are too full to eat it. Let's hope that this will change soon. Okay. Now the only room that's left is the Beehive room, and I don't want to go there. Definitely not without poison resistance, not after what happened when we got poisoned last time. Your will seems inflexible, your movements are getting swifter. So we got an increase to willpower and dexterity. Not bad, I would prefer strength, but still. And one more time, we're getting a visit from the original kOoNiE. Just a short one though, she quickly runs over the table and disappears again. Would you mind getting down from my arrow? Thank you. Okay, here are the bees. Coming. Okay, maybe we are doing the bee thing now anyways. As long as we can keep our distance, we're doing pretty well, I think. Not like this. Retreat. Yeah. Okay, close that. And wait till we're not poisoned anymore. That's why we improved our first aid to counter such situations a little bit. Let's hope we'll get further towards the upstairs just to make sure we don't get in trouble here. I'm not sure if we have a prayer left. We were interrupted. Oh, the apple rotted away. Oh no, it was the overcorpse. And we're not poisoned anymore. Very good. Back to full HP. No, what am I doing? Can do that later. Rather go downstairs now. To the cavernous level, which is also pretty dangerous. I hope we'll get an easy to reach closed down staircase. Damn pop-ups. This guy is a potential source of poison resistance, but no cops. And no downstairs in the second room. This was a oh, spider spawner, retreat. Okay, what do we have here? A ghoul is dangerous and a big dog, not a blink dog. The ghoul has to die first. Big dog cops. I think we want to eat this. Maybe we can avoid the spider spawner if we take this step. Ah, damn, we cannot. He is neutral at the moment. I hope he will stay neutral. There comes a tougher one, a berserker. Which apparently is a female berserker. Didn't look very female, but who knows? Maybe that's just a berserker thing. They don't like the very female look. Minotaur from the back. We're running a bit short on arrows. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's swap to rocks and start throwing them, so maybe we can get them up to a higher level. Pick up the blanket. We need to find the downstairs. The grey ooze. That's dangerous. Luckily, that net got closer. I absolutely want to get down to the lesser vault. Which is not going to be too easy. Come on, improve your rock skill. Level 1, thrown rocks. I hope that this spider spawner will stay as neutral as he is now. So I'd rather try to avoid him quickly. What was that? An arrow? This arrow comes from this. Barbarian leader. A barbarian leader is worth an arrow, I think. Ouch, one hit. He does some damage. Oh, we're shooting really bad. Kill him. Good. First aid. Now kill these guys. That's a pretty bad cavernous level. I really want to increase our thrown rock skill quickly. Those thrown rocks are a very strong weapon in these early parts of the game. Can we kill him with thrown rocks? I hope. We get it up to level 2, that's good. Critical he hit. Yeah, our healing skill really helps us a lot. You see that we are regenerating pretty quickly. Arrow, arrow. Rock, rock. Where are the downstairs? Oh no. We are not fire resistant. And this is a fire vortex. That means we have to use a wand of cold. Ah, killed it. Good. That was a potentially lethal situation. But for this lethal situation, we earned ourselves our first very good item drop, which is a medium mithril shield. +5 +1. During Muna's run, we had so many lucky findings early on in the game that you didn't see the true danger of the ADOM early game. But I am very positive that we can present it in a much more impressive way this time. Damn, there's a RoAd. Also, this guy is dangerous. Oh no, he's bleeding. Almost got him. Thrown rocks level 3, very good. It's very important to get the thrown rocks skill up quickly. So that's just the best weapon we have at the moment, and we've got a nice supply of thrown rocks. 2 amulets. This flail is mithril, I think. Rocks and a fire lizard corpse, which is also excellent. Sadly, we are bloated at the moment. I should not eat to bloated status all the time. Let us though use this mithril flail that we just found. 2d4 +5 compared to 2d4 +5 from the other flail, which is pretty much the same. That was a very good ordinary flail, I think. We use the other flail first, just in case it gets damaged. Grey ooze must die. Drops a potion. Okay, we don't want to fight them all at once. This is really the worst possible layout we could have gotten for this level. Big dog from the other side, heavy hit. We're taking some hits now and we reach level 9, good. Get our alertness up to 80. Athletics to 81. I want to slowly increase concentration and literacy because I want to start reading books rather early. We are quick. What do we need next? We are not going to use melee weapons or shields nor heavy armor. So I think it is a good idea to maybe go for the missile talents again. For the early game bonus, a little more damage, they will really help us. Ouch. Apply first aid. Shoot. And we mustn't forget to pick up the rocks all the time, just so we don't run out of ammunition. Here are the downstairs. Finally found them. So, let's go down. You feel excited? That was to be expected, because this level always has a lesser vault. Fire lizard corpse is still whole. We are still bloated. Thrown rocks is already at level 4. That means we have now a bonus of +8 to hit, +6 to damage. In addition to our talent bonus. That's really good. I hope that we can still eat the lizard corpse. Bone bracers. I think these are bracers of toughness. And it is a pair of bracers of toughness, which gives us +5 toughness skill. Really excellent. Wait a couple of turns to regenerate our new gained hit points. We're still bloated, by the way, which kinda sucks. I don't think, yeah. Our lightning, fire immunity just rotted away. Oops. Oh, and obviously it is an orc vault. It's one of the easiest vaults. I will not complain about that. Higher metal warhammer. Worth checking out, I guess. What I mostly hope for at the moment is probably a good piece of armor that carries us until we make our transition to true monkey fighting style. Did he throw an ordinary spear? Okay. A multicolored cloak. That could be something too. Check that out right now. It is a cloak of protection +3. Excellent. That's what I was talking of. Protection just got up to 9. Water potions, that's always good. Okay, and now we have to retreat. These are the guys we definitely want to fight. One-on-one. The orc chieftain. I think I'll even switch to the bow for this fight. Nice hit. Orc Chieftain down. Back to the rocks. We're running a little short on rocks, by the way. I also take the fletcher reset just for later. Thrown rocks level 5. That's already a pretty decent skill now. Makes me feel a lot safer. Studded leather. We are already wearing studded leather. I will not risk getting a cursed one. Just for the slight chance of getting an extraordinarily good one. Ouch. Kill him. Good. Let's eat the large orc corpse. Which leaves us bloated again, but I think there's a chance to get an increase from it. And we are done here. That was the vault, and I am really happy with our loot. Especially the Cloak of Protection is really nice. The Bracelets of Toughness that we got in here. I cannot complain. Is that an ordinary quarter stuff? 40 stones? I cannot remember. I think it's worth giving it a try. And now our thrown rock skill is as good as our bow skill. And these rocks do a lot of damage. But at the same time they're easy to find. Oh, that looks sad. What might that be? It is a cute dog corpse. Let's pick that up. We were too late. I'm sure kOoNiE would have loved to actually save the cute dog, but she knows she has to make such decisions. Not just now, but also in the episodes to come. She has to do acts of evil and chaos. Well, we're done with the bottom level. What we still have to do is get back out of here. Which will not be easy. Even the next level that we enter will not be easy, because we have to get all the way back through the cavernous level. Well, at least we've got 9 points of protection now and 85 hit points, which already looks a lot better than it did last time. So let's go up back to the cavernous level. An Eye of Destruction, which is very dangerous for our equipment. Our gauntlets are annihilated. I think we had another decent pair of gauntlets, which is these black gauntlets. 11 protection! The hell, that must be an amazing pair of gauntlets. We do not want to fight this guy. We have to kill the ogre though. Another vortex, which is right now still friendly. But this can change any second. I'd love to quickly get away from him, but we cannot. Oh man, we've got 2 neutral monsters around us, which are both very dangerous if they turn hostile. I guess with our current HP we can survive a vortex explosion, but I do not want to give it a try. So let's go here to the downside. Demon from the other side. It's the least demon though, which is not a very dangerous kind of demon. Oh, and we got a big stack of arrows. I also want to pick up this arrow from the ground. Arrows can equal survivor for this character. Still hear this distant wind, which is the message that the vortex is around. But we know it's a neutral vortex, which I'm really happy about. Karmic Lizard. Definitely nobody to bump into in melee. Okay, what do I see there? Did he drop a corpse? No. Too bad. Dude, stop throwing stuff at me. Running a bit short on rocks. But therefore we get another higher metal warhammer. Cool. Oh. Maces and flails, reaches, level 3. Did we completely scout this level already? It was the B level, wasn't it? I'd like to get my arrows back, which are still in there. Scroll of Uncursing, that's nice too. A metal girdle, cool, another point of protection. Directly equip that. Now continue the fight against the bees. If we run out of stones, that's not too bad, because we have got quite some arrows with us. So we must swap back to our bow in that case. I'll not kick the Beehive, although that would give us a little piece of additional loot. But seriously, I never even used that once in my whole time of playing ADOM. I'd rather just kill them all slowly, one by one. Fuck. Fire vortex. Let's see if we can kill him from a distance. If not, oh, one shot. Excellent. If he got closer, I would have used the wand of cold, but I prefer to avoid that. Level 10. Cool. Alertness gets further towards the max. Concentration above 90 now. I picked one more on pickpockets. And first aid. Already got a level 10 character now. That's the good thing about these bees. They provide quite a lot of experience. Oops. You know what? We lured out a couple of the fighter bees. And we run out of rocks, because that's the problem with this style of fighting the bees in big groups. I'd like to get the bee wax. 27 arrows. 14 rocks. Really large beehive. Yeah, it looks really large. White garnets, that's potentially cold resistance. And a potion. Now the good thing is we really get a lot of loot from these. Let's kick it one more time. There can't be that many bees left. Can there? Pick up the rocks, come on. Picked up something crappy. What happened? And here is the final fight against the Bee Queen. The Bee Queen has to die first. So let's use the longbow and our big stack of arrows and start. Oh, she's not yet hostile. Okay, and then we can... Now she is. I try to kill the bees on the other side first. And afterwards go for the Bee Queen. Okay, got poisoned. Not good. Want to have my back free. Almost got her, and she's down. Very good. That went easier than I thought. We get a crystal wand for it. That could be cool. All additional options to handle the tough situations become bone bracers. I'll not equip them because they are very likely not better than the +5 bone bracers that we already have. We get the bee wax 3 times and the Gelée Royale. The Gelée Royale is the item I spoke of, which I never use, but always pick up. So, go back upstairs. Well, let's go back upstairs later when we're not poisoned anymore. And we are not poisoned anymore. Let's go here. Pick up these things that we left here. I don't want to pick up the large versions. We can leave them here for now. We are already very heavily burdened. Okay, now I hope that we will not run into the cat. Oh, here it is. That's good, because that means we can just get around it while staying in the darkness. Close the door. Perfect. Perfect. We just ignore this one level. Since we're not a cat killer. And try on this level to get a corpse from one of these giant ants. I made sure not to eat anything, so we are not bloated when the corpse drops. hope we get a corpse this time. Even last time we didn't get a corpse with Muna. I hope that 2 consecutive runs without a corpse, that would be a little bit of bad luck. Ah, man, again no corpse. There's still a couple of ends up there. Both up to level 6. That's good. No corpse. No corpse. Acid resistance would be so good for the druid dungeon. It really seems like we're not supposed to get it. So I got some chances left, but not that many. Oh, a scroll shop. Identify. Uncursing, identify, identify, uncursing, power, balance, satiation. Scroll of education. That's one I want to buy and bless. Later though, because I don't want to carry it with me as long as it's not protected. Scroll of danger. Keep that in mind, dudes. A scroll of danger in this shop in PC2. Item detection and uncursing. We know now that this was a scroll of power, we identified it, but there are 2 really interesting scrolls in here, which is a scroll of danger, and this scroll of identify is definitely not uncursed. These are uncursed. This might actually be blessed, and I want to give that a try. Oh no, it was cursed. Too bad. So what do we want to identify with it? A single item with a cursed one. This electron ring, why not? It's a ring of stun resistance, which kinda sucks. Well, we know it now at least. Too bad it was not with a blessed scroll. Let me check the prices of the scrolls. Maybe there's one of which I know it is blessed. 600 for this identify. 300 for this. 600. 600. What happened? What was that? He does not seem to be amused. You are engulfed by roaring flames. Why is he not amused? Did we do anything bad? Okay, it does not attack us. I think we just stepped on a trap. 300 for this identify. I suppose that the identify scrolls for 600 could be blessed. I want to give that a try. Let us try that. Oh no, that was uncursed. Okay, now we know it. Too bad, we wasted 600 for a scroll of identifier. That's a lot. Worth a try, I guess, though. Did we forget anything we wanted to check? I think we're done with this level, in theory. I just want the last ants to spawn, so we can maybe still get our resistance. So let's just run through the level a couple of times. Here is one of them. By the way, 4 watery potions. All of the same status. Pretty sure there is no holy water among them. We can train our flail skill a little bit while we're at it. I think with 12 points of protection there's no reason to be afraid of these ants. Oh, and of course the large bat drops a corpse. Thank you. No corpses from the ants. Therefore we get another identify scroll, which is again an uncursed one. Leather bracers. That could be useful. I already found out in the last run that there are a couple of new bracer types in the game. Again, uncursed water potion. Come on, ants. There's 3 more. And they dropped an apple. Thank you. And here's the ant queen. Last chance. She's dead. Did she give us a corpse? No, she didn't. Well, we did our best. We tried everything, but no way for our characters at the moment. Neither kOoNiE nor Muna to get an ant corpse. That means that our business in this location is done. All we've left to do for now is to retreat to the outlaw settlement, return to the outlaw settlement, and do a little check of the quality of what we found in there. So, here we go. What do we want to drop? The wooden shield is 22. The white gauntlets are 5, they suck. Light cloak, 9, sucks. Ruby amulet is 12. Oh, someone calls me. I do not want to get the call now. Take the call. Brass amulet is 9 as well. Onyx amulet 66. That's pretty much. Bone braces 164. Leather braces 39. The spare 18. We sell that. Mithril flail just for comparison. 62. Warhammer number 1. 72. Warhammer number 3. 45. Warhammer number 1 is an item I want to check out. It's a Mithril Warhammer, plus 3 to hit, 2d3 plus 3. But we're not going to use that. Sell the other Warhammer though. I think I'll sell all the Warhammers. No, we'll not sell them here, we'll sell them later for more gold. 9 gold for the quarterstaff, that sucks. What about these bows? That's 22 per bow. This short bow down here is 45. That's better. And the one on the bottom is 32. These are better. Let's sell the stack of 3. We definitely don't need them. Heavy crossbow, by the way, is 49. It's not too good either, but also not too bad. Sell the lumps of clay, because they're just ballast. I also sell the bandages. Our first aid skill is good enough. And that's everything for now. So dudes, I think we're also playing for almost an hour. For this episode, this should be enough, and we can be really happy with our progress. Take a look. We've got a new girdle, a very good cloak. We've got a new shield, better than the old one. We've got these nice braces of toughness. Gauntlets that give us a lot of... Oh, I'd like to know one thing first, maybe. Let me read one scroll of... No, I'll not do that. I wanted to know if they give us acid resistance. If these... Oh, that is too important to know for the next episode. So I read a scroll on just this one item, and we find out it's just black leather gauntlets. It's sadly no black dragonhide gauntlets, but they give us 3 points of protection, which is really very good. Also, we made a lot of experience. We're now level 10. We've got 94 HP. We are not the weakest we have ever been. Definitely feeling a lot better than in the last episode. And dudes, to all of you, thanks a lot for the support. Thanks for the interesting, great comments. Love to read them all the time. And I hope that you also enjoyed this episode. See you again next time. Until then, bye everybody.